Hey, Max here. So, we're staring at a blank screen behind us, and for good reason. Well, it's not necessarily the bank. It's the team builder on Mudhead. Mud.gg doesn't have the team builder up, but a solid website there if you want to look at cards. Basically, I want to give you the best budget cards early to chase, right? To build your squad. Now, obviously, you'll get some free cards from doing different things, leveling up, etc., etc. But basically, these are the things that you can kind of plug in before you get them, or if you get them, just replace what I have here, okay? So let's get right into it. Who we should get. Now, a lot of this game does depend on abilities, but Madden 22, as much as every other Madden, it's sad to report, speed. Speed. Acceleration, I think, matters a little bit more in this year, but you really want those two things, especially speed, at the positions of skill. Wide receiver, tight end, halfback. And it's nice because there's some pretty decent fast budget cards at those spots. So you're not going to be that bad off if you decide to hop into online play maybe a little bit before your team's matured. And you've gotten a lot of those reward cards that can keep you up, right? Like level 50 Kittle and stuff, or the rookie premieres. Okay. So offensive lineman, and I'm going to cap myself at only gold cards. Now, some gold cards are super expensive. Isaiah Simmons is like 20 some K. And I'll talk about it when we get there. But we're going to cap at gold cards. Now, gold cards, lineman, it doesn't matter. Close your eyes, throw a dart at the board. Lineman, literally, I can't tell the difference. I'm just going to put this guy here because he's 9 million coins. What? 9 million coins. Tunzel 7. What? Did some Saudi oil prince get a hold of Eric Fisher left tackle market? And he can't move anywhere because of the ranges, right? People can only post him for like 9 million coins. I don't know. I have to look at my console. But that's funny, man. People are going to mess. Oh, EA. Maybe it's a Mudhead hair. Okay, maybe it's a Mudhead hair. Now there's so many of them. Okay, anyways, I'm just picking people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, these cards. There's no real differences. You're not going to notice anything on the field in these cards. So, boom. Offensive line done. Now, you will definitely notice once we get to the skill position. So, we're going to take some more time there. Okay. At tight end. I can't get over that. Okay, at tight end, you're going to want speed, okay? So a lot of cards are decent, right? Jonnu Smith, 83 speed. OJ Howard, 82. Kyle Pitts, you get that one, 84 speed. Nice. He's actually expensive, 15K, because the rookie premier set to get that done for Smith. But the one I want you guys to look at will be Ingram, right? Ingram is 82, 100 coins. You might be able to find him a little cheaper there. Oh, sorry. Let me move this down a little bit. 85 speed for a gold tight end is very respectable. And I've definitely noticed out of tight ends, they break a ton of tackles. If DBs try and hit tight ends, in previous years, Deion Sanders would smack my 6'8", like 300 million pound Zach Gentry golden ticket backwards, right? This year, it doesn't happen. They slide off. They don't even wrap up. They just like straight up slide off tight ends. So every tight end, especially like Waller, but he's an elite, so he's not eligible. I know another really solid tight end I've seen people using is, shoot, who was it? Waller or OJ Howard. People really like too. OJ Howard has been making a lot of people miss on tackles too. OJ Howard's a really nice one. So there you go, right there. I think Evan Ingram for a gold tight end is nice. And then if you're on 2 tight end sets, you want a second fast one. Otherwise, if you're just looking for like goal line stuff, I don't mind this Dallas Goedert card right here. 73 run block is very, very respectable run block for the goal line if you would end up doing like a power or a kind of outside run. So you definitely want that. Maybe even a third spot for tight end with another solid run blocker out there. But 2 is where we'll stop for now, okay? At the wide receiver spot, now you're gonna want speed, like I talked about, and there's a lot of top end speed guys, and I think I might rethink myself a little bit on some of the players that I chose. I think DJ Chark and Chase Claypool are my outside receivers because they got height, and I do really like height. Height matters. I think maybe a little bit more in DJ Chark, and let's just search for Claypool. On defense, they super matter, right? So 85 and 86 speed. It's something that you're going to want to upgrade, right? Wide receiver is so very important. for your roster. Let's look at Mims too. But like when we go through the database, right? So I'm just gonna bring up the database of player ratings. I'll show you the position, wide receiver, tier, gold, sort by. Let's give us speed here, okay? So speed is still very important. So if you don't like the tall guys, and I like the tall guys because you can kind of throw the ball, they have a bigger radius, it definitely matters to you, there's less two-man interactions, then definitely get the guys like John Ross. So we sacrifice a little bit of speed for guys that have height because they won't get spec caught over as much. They can catch the ball, they can bail you out a lot more. Claypool will bail you out. He's bailed me out. John Ross, Henry Ruggs, Marquise Brown, all 88. Ross is probably the best because he's the cheapest. Then we can go to Samuel at 87 speed. And then Miko here. And then we kind of get into the guys that I was just talking about with their height. But they got the extra height, right? We had 86 speed on Shark. I think 85 on Claypool. Mims was pretty close to. He's 85 speed also. So I can see both points of view at the receiver position, but I decided to go more height here. But I think speed is the number one thing that you want to look for because of how messed up zone coverage is right now. Now after the zone coverage patch, where you might not just be able to outrun guys if they press you on a cover 3 or something, or you can run past them, right? If they throw cover 2 out there, no matter who your receivers are, you're winning, right? You're just absolutely dominating them because cover 2 is useless. Do not call cover 2 in this game. Running back. Absolutely, you need to go speed. Beyond anything else, speed. And so like a great budget card, 87 speed. He has 8,200 coins right now, according to Mutthead. I would imagine you'd be able to get him cheaper than that. He's a 69 overall. He is a rookie, which is a little on the frustrating side. Otherwise, you can go someone like, I don't mind Eckler. He's got decent speed and a little bit of carrying. 69 carrying is not great, but when you get into the golds, right, and you're going to want speed. So same thing, halfback, gold, speed. You got Brady here, carrying 63, so you get 6 more points of carrying to lose a couple points of speed. Let's look down. Actually, let's do all of them. Is there anybody faster than... Yeah. There's the Kenne Breda. I really like this Breda card, but not necessarily like a budget card for 14K, which is kind of why I believe I disqualified him the first place at halfback because 15K is not budget. So closer to them down here at 5'6". Eckler was not bad. Tariq, 85 speed. And I really do want him more. TJ Logan might not be a bad get either, carrying 58. So at 58, I'm a little nervous for fumbles on Logan, which is probably why I went 1 speed less and 10, 11 more carrying on Eckler. Plus, he can catch the ball, right? He's a third down back. So you definitely want to get speed there. And dipping into the elite category for more speed is not a bad idea. If you can try and find somebody like this Mostert. 34K is not budget. TJ Logan, we kind of talked about him. Yeah, I guess there aren't a ton of budget backs that have a lot of speed. Philip Lindsay, 85, but like I talked about, we then had Eckler also. So any of those are fine for the running back position, but you definitely want speed. At quarterback, what you want to, if you don't have the pre-order, right? These pre-order guys, they're nats. So that's probably why they have these large numbers, is because they're not auctionable. But you're going to want somebody with set feet lead right away until we get Gunslinger. Obviously, mobility is insane, but Justin Fields, 87 speed is very fast, but he doesn't get Escape Artist, which is a problem. So him not getting Escape Artist is why maybe Justin Fields, you don't really see him as much as like you maybe would think you would. So if you don't, like, using pre-order Tom Brady is one you want to get because of set feet lead. If you don't have Tom Brady, I think you want to look to Josh Allen. You want to power him up too. So like you want to use this Josh Allen because he has good high throw power. He has set feet lead. His medium actually will miss you some throws. I've definitely noticed that. Josh Allen's great, 28K. But without set feet lead, you might as well go with somebody with some decent throw power, okay mobility. Justin Herbert is my choice for you for your budget quarterback. At fullback, I just, it doesn't really matter. I just start CJ Ham. Just like 8.3K is way too much to spend. Not a great budget choice. We'll just leave it under that. I don't know. I don't use my fullback very much. So there's kind of my gold offense. Of course, I will be logging on my second channel and doing this as a team builder, right? I will be doing a video on this on my second channel, so sub over there in the description for gameplay. All right, let's fly through the defense. All right, left end, right end. It was kind of hard to find guys that I actually like. Right now, pass rush is awful. But like these guys, 82 power move, good enough. 72 speed, not the greatest. Davenport here, he's got 78 speed, blocks at 71, power move 76. A solid defensive end, those two. Defensive tackle, I went full on thick with Damon Harrison. I just want to see how well somebody that he's just beautiful, right? 73 block shed is all. There's not a lot of great block shed at the gold level, but I want Damon Harrison there, and then Dexter Lawrence out of position there too with his 75 block shed, and I think he's like 330 or something. So two thick guys in the middle to stop the run, especially at the goal line. If you play like a nickel package and you need that run stopped, these guys are the thick ones for you. Otherwise, yeah, you really want a 3-4. So these kinds of like kind of 3-4 defensive ends, you can shift him out for Romeo, but they're not gonna be on your field much if you're setting up your defensive nickel, because you'll end up using your outside backers as your ends in the nickel package, and one of them should be Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd, 80 speed. We'd have to look deeper into his card for his power moves and stuff because they don't put it on the outside linebacker as much. 77 finesse. Block shed 72, like I talked about. Block shed's going to be kind of low for these low overall cards. The right outside linebacker is going to be a little bit worse than that even. Gary, 81 speed. Like I talked about, speed is so necessary. Block shed's low, so he's not going to get off the edge too much, but I really don't see a ton of sheds so much with the way people are running the ball. They're running a lot of inside zone, so if you're going to afford somebody with inside stuff, you need it. Otherwise, you got to shoot a gap or just, have hopefully thick guys plugging up holes for you to stop the run of this game. Middle linebacker, you really shouldn't use these guys in the field that much. With that said, I got a guy that's 85 speed there at middle linebacker as a solid gold player, and then Baker here too. So that's kind of what we're looking at, right? Speed on the linebacker spot to get sideline to sideline if they are running, because if they're passing, you should have safeties. And we'll talk about users subbed in the nickel packages if they're passing, because linebackers, once again this year, don't jump. All right, so at the free safety spot, let's do corners first. Give me a few corners. So once again, speed, especially at this level where they can't really reach any thresholds for any sort of zone or man at like 90. So you're basically just requiring on them, because there's no defense. It doesn't matter who you have out there. If you got Jalen Ramsey, they're not really playing against a lot of guys passing concepts much better than this guy right here, who literally won't react until the ball's dang near in the receiver's hands. So it's unfortunate that it feels so weak this year. You can put him on the outside, you can put him in whatever, but let's leave him there for now because he's got 88 speed, and that's why he's on the squad. Jamel Dean, 4,500 coins, 86 speed. You just got to hope. Now, these guys are just going to stop streaks for you. If you can get a couple turnovers a game, maybe get a punt, maybe get a sack, send a blitz at the right time, you're doing great. A couple change of possessions, and you're probably winning that game unless you absolutely just do awful on offense. You fumble maybe. That kind of stuff happens. As for the third CB, I went CJ Anderson, 86 speed, 6'1", decent height. I think I did the same thing. 6'1" on Jamel Dean, like I talked about. I really do enjoy height, especially after the patch. I think height will matter. This one's 6'1", also on Stoke. So I got tall, faster DBs to try and kind of like not get spec caught over as much, although they will get spec caught over, but the height will help them a little bit. Now, free safety, strong safety. This one right here, I'm going to go with Jeremy Chin. 14,000 coins, not necessarily budget. I did not expect it to be that high when I pulled this up. But yeah, speed, hit powers, 73, but 6'3" with 86 speed. Jeremy Chin is probably the best gold free safety. He is the best gold free safety in the game. At strong safety, CJ Gardner Johnson, 84 speed, 5'11". Maybe not the greatest, tallest one, but I chose him for his. I think he's got decent zone coverage if you do leave him in zone. 76 zone coverage is, there's like tier 0, which is like under 75 or 75. I think it's under 75. Tier 1 and tier 2 would be over 90. So he's like a tier 1 and one. I think the only gold safety that has 76 zone, but you're still gonna get beat up. I can see definitely the choice of going with somebody faster. I'm gonna put like Isaiah Simmons here, but 19K for him might not be the greatest choice right now. So I think Travarius Moore is not a bad choice either as a budget user. So you put him as your backup, you sub him in a lit nickel, then you kind of user him because 6'2", 86 speed, 85 acceleration. He's not going to get a lot of great tackles, but you will be able to hopefully get around the field, make a couple lurks, throw hit stick power at 70. So he's not going to bounce off too many guys, but Tight ends might be a little hard to take down for a lot of them. And then right here, the other budget user, Troy Apke, they got him priced at 10,000 coins, but as the game launches and more people rip packs, that should definitely go down. Not worth it at 10,000 coins, but he will. 6'1", 87 speed, 88 acceleration. An absolute Madden god for a few years now, and he continues that reign of terror in 22. But with no salary cap, you probably won't see him a whole lot. But here is the early game budget squad. Again, sub to the second channel in the description for gameplay of it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any tips or improvements. The only weak spot I feel like here is I'd probably end up going with like John Ross and friends at my receiver spot, especially like here. So John Ross, give me 3 more speed over the 4 inches, especially at that spot. So anyways, thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow. Please like, please subscribe. We're going for 100K this year. We're going to do it. We are going to make it. I know it. Thanks, guys.